Corey?
Yeah, Josh.
Let's go to Lore Corner real quick.
Lore Corner.
Lore Corner. Still waiting for some things to unlock in the API, but that's okay. So we're gonna read the lore. It's actually from last season about Artemis and Prime 40. Prime 40 is, of course, Christian's guardian in game, and Artemis is his dog.
Cool.
And some of the Mind Shard Sparrow, the Scion-looking Sparrow from last season's season pass. Prime 40 leaned against the side of the small cafe and watched the children of the city happily chasing Artemis. Artemis seemed to enjoy it as much as the children did. He barked playfully and wagged his tail as if to encourage them as they ran to him, only to suddenly juke and sprint quick circles around the courtyard over and over as they laughed. Finally, he flopped down in the shade of a wooden table, and the children descended on him in a whirlwind of head pats and belly rubs. The roar of a sparrow broke the calm. Prime 40 stepped forward as it tore past, his cloak whipping around him in the dusty air. Another guardian heading up to the tower, Prime 40 thought. He squinted into the distance and saw a stream of ships leaving the hangar, heading east. Something's happening at the Cosmodrome, he said quietly. Artemis trotted over to him and whined. Prime 40 knelt and scratched him behind his ears. Come on, he said. The Exo and his dog walked along the low wall at the edge of the city. Prime 40 ran a gloved hand along the rough and crumbling surface, his fingers absent-mindedly skimming over cracks from years of wear. When they reached a gap in the easternmost point, Prime 40 climbed through without trouble and gazed for a moment at the dry grassland stretching far into the distant mountains. He kicked the stone block upright and sat down, resting his strong back against the city wall. Artemis sat obediently at his feet. If trouble's coming, Prime 40 said, gesturing past the scrub and blooming mesquite, it's coming from over there. Artemis barked in agreement. Whatever it is, we'll handle it together, Prime 40 said, same as always. Artemis huffed contentedly, laid down, and crossed his front paws protectively over Prime 40's boots. The two looked out over the plains, and together they waited for what would come next.
I like this.
I like this a lot. It's not, the most incredible piece of lore, but it is something that I think has a unique place in a Destiny story.
Yeah.
It kind of cements that legacy of, and you wouldn't know it if you didn't know the backstory behind it, but it cements Bungie's charity initiatives and the Bungie Foundation and stuff into the universe, which is such a big part of their company values at this point. So I really like seeing that.